Well, first of all, don't worry. I won't ask you any weird TikTok trends this time.
How dare you?
I know. But I do want to ask about the Shamu. I think I get the reference, but I'm wondering if you could just explain why you have the orca whale here.
Well, I'm fighting a baby shark, and killer whales are the number one predator of baby sharks. So that's the whole vibe I'm going for this week.
That's awesome. That's kind of fun. What did you think of the matchup when it first came to you?
I liked it. They gave me a few names, and she was the first person who said yes. So I was really happy about it. Like, I feel like it's another person I can showcase against. One of the newer strawweights in the division. I feel like I do well against them. I feel like they don't have the same experience that I have, so I can take advantage of their mistakes a little easier. And yeah, I think this is another good one to show the level. Oh, I'm sorry. The level that I've gotten to. This is so unprofessional as I'm talking about having more experience. Yeah, I think this is another fight where I can show that I've just been in the game so long. I know so many things. I've been improving the entire time. I haven't stagnated, and it's easier to show it against people with less experience and with people who've been grinding just as long as you have.
Yeah, and I think your last fight was probably one of the best performances so far of your career. I don't know if you agree with that, but that's what a lot of people are saying. What do you credit that to? Do you credit it just to experience, or was there a change, or what do you credit that performance to?
I think I've just been really focusing on every aspect of fighting, not just being a good striker, not just being, good at scrambling to get up or scrambling to get to a good position. I've been focusing on my submission game as well, focusing on my takedowns, and really thinking of those as game plans, not just as defenses for other people's game plans. So I guess you could say focusing on myself has gotten me to be a bit more successful in my last few, and just show all the skills that I have, because it's not like I just started learning how to grapple, but for whatever reason, I didn't have that confidence in it, and I've been working really hard. If you listen to my interviews from the past 3 or 4 years, I've been making that a priority to work really hard on feeling dangerous everywhere, and I think it's finally coming out.
Thank you.
We get this whole mystique going with the BMF belt, and you have Joanna Champions and Cerrone's of the world, anywhere, anytime. You're about that life. But what's the process like to say, you know what, if I'm fighting in the rankings backwards, but you know what, let's get the smoke either way. What's that like? Because we don't see too many guys and girls do that. They kind of want to protect that spot and only fight the same or up.
I have nothing to lose. And, I feel confident against the people lower than me. I feel confident against the people higher than me. And I think when someone's holding on to that ranking and not wanting to really budge, they feel like they need more, they feel like they need to swing the luck in their favor. And for me, I feel like I could beat anyone. It's just a matter of coming in with the right mindset, training hard, being ready that day. And I feel like I could do that with anyone. So it's just a matter of putting that on paper and actually showing up and doing what I feel like I can do. And fighting backwards, I think there was a point where Ricci was ranked ahead of me, so it's not like that could change after sitting out for 5 months. I'd rather fight, get paid, hopefully get a win, improve, and move on to the next person.
Absolutely. And you're coming in here with this just tremendous energy. How has it been since that big finish where people just had to put respect on your name and really locked in on you? We're like, wow, watch out for Angie.
It's been a little anticlimactic, to be honest. Everyone's like, she sucked, but she doesn't. She's a really good fighter, and I think it's gonna take a lot of convincing for people to really get behind the fact that I could potentially fight for the belt eventually, despite my age, despite how many wins or losses I have in the UFC. I think it's all a matter of putting together a strong portfolio within the last couple of years. And I think I've been able to do that. So I'm just focusing on the fight ahead of me and trying to make sure that every time I get out there, I'm present, I'm in the moment, I'm not thinking too far ahead. And hopefully the fame will come after that. But I'm not really too worried about that. I'm just hoping that eventually I get that shot. And if I don't, I think I'll be able to retire like pretty happy with what I've accomplished. But that's the main goal, is to work my way to the top and see what happens.
Absolutely, I totally agree. We've seen you do business here before. Vegas is almost like a home field. You're like an apex predator. Is that like a little edge that you'll have against your opponent this weekend, or does that not even mean anything? Just that you have been here, done that at the apex.
I don't know. I had kind of a funk going into the Apex before the last fight. Like I think I was 0-3 at the Apex, and then finally I broke that curse last fight. But it was another thing where I just had to focus on the mental side of the game and focus on not being superstitious about that cage and that arena. There's going to be a lot of times where I have to fight somewhere I don't want to, or I'm not going to get that energy from the crowd, and I have to get over that, especially because it's an easy night, really, compared to flying somewhere crazy. I'm in San Diego, so it's a quick flight. If I have to fly to Brazil or something, you have to worry about, all the stuff that could happen, where to eat, what to do before and after you get to the arena. Here is pretty simple. So I appreciate the Apex for that, just making it an easy fight night. Go in there, fight, focus on that, get the win, and then, go hang out with my dog afterwards.
That's awesome. We've seen more and more family and friends show up. I mean, just last night at Contender Series, somebody's daughter was yelling, punch him in the face.
Yes.
Anyone special coming through to see you fight?
Unfortunately, no, because last time my family came through to the Apex, but it's kind of a trek for them because all my people are on the East Coast. That's why I was hoping if I get a quick finish or if I get an impressive win, I could get on the November card in Madison Square Garden, because that's an easy trip. That's a Chinatown bus away, so all my people can come, And so I'll have a couple people in the stands, but. Hopefully they'll be loud enough.
That's awesome. Last for me, the year's about halfway done. Big wins back at the Apex. Maybe even a November visit. Rep that Knicks jacket.
Hey.
Are we on track for 2024? How has that been as far as like what you envisioned versus what's actually materialized?
We're on track. I would have liked to have my 2 fights in the bag already and be preparing for my third, but. I'm happy that I'm getting the second one before like December, before wintertime, because there's hope that I can get 3 this year. So that's really the goal, is get in there, get a win, don't get hurt, book another fight, keep that campaign going for, getting me up a little higher each time I fight. But so far, I'm just really happy with the way I performed last time, and just the way I showed up in the fight and the fact that I was listening, I was doing everything. I felt like my corner worked like a well-oiled machine, and I'm just, I'm hoping for that again. I'm hoping I can, land on that again, and just, I feel like I got something good going on right now.
Man, great energy. Can't wait to see you on Saturday, and best of luck.
Thank you.